Welcome back to the channel US Coins History, Coin Lovers and Treasure Seekers. Today, we're diving into a fascinating chapter of American numismatics, the story of the 1950 Lincoln wheat penny. This tiny coin, often overlooked in the pocket change, actually holds a remarkable history and, if you're lucky enough to find the right one, could be worth a fortune. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover how this unassuming penny can be valued at an astonishing $83,000. Let's take a step back and appreciate the Lincoln wheat penny itself. First minted in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, this penny quickly became an iconic symbol of American currency. The obverse features the dignified profile of Lincoln, a tribute to the president who led the nation through its toughest times. The reverse side, with its classic wheat stalks, represents prosperity and growth. This design remained a staple until 1958, making these pennies a favorite among collectors for their rich historical significance and timeless design. Now, focusing on the year 1950, America was in a period of post-war recovery and booming growth. The Lincoln wheat penny minted that year reflects a nation stepping confidently into a new decade. Millions of these pennies were struck across 3 U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint is identified by a tiny letter mark, usually just below the date on the front of the coin, a D for Denver, an S for San Francisco, and no mark for Philadelphia. Here's where it gets interesting. While millions of pennies were produced, not all were created equal. Collectors pay close attention to these mint marks, because coins from certain mints or in exceptional condition can fetch impressive prices. But what truly elevates the 1950 penny from common to coveted is its condition and rarity. Most 1950 Lincoln wheat pennies you'll find today have seen decades of circulation, with wear and tear softening their features and dulling their once bright copper shine. However, occasionally, a specimen surfaces in pristine, mint state condition. These uncirculated pennies look as though they just left the mint, complete with original luster, sharp details, and no sign of handling. Such coins are extremely rare and much sought after by collectors worldwide. Another factor that can dramatically increase the value is the presence of mint errors. During the minting process, mistakes can happen, errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. These quirks are often unnoticed by the casual observer but create unique and valuable pieces that collectors actively pursue. Imagine uncovering a 1950 Lincoln wheat penny with a clear, distinct Denver mint mark that also exhibits a rare minting anomaly. Add to that an immaculate, uncirculated condition, and you're holding a coin that is not just a piece of history but a true collector's gem. So, how valuable can these special pennies get? While common 1950 pennies might be worth just a few cents, exceptional examples can reach mind-blowing prices. Indeed, a rare 1950 Lincoln wheat penny with a mint mark, perfect condition, and unique features can be valued at an incredible $83,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $83,000 for a single 1-cent coin. Next time you sift through old coins, don't overlook that 1950 penny. Take a closer look at the mint mark, check its condition, and if it seems special, consider having it professionally evaluated. You never know, you might be holding a small coin with a massive value. Today, we're focusing on a truly special piece of American numismatic history, the 1953 Lincoln wheat penny with its distinctive mint mark. You might think it's just a small, ordinary penny, but when it comes to this particular year and coin, there's a lot more than meets the eye. The Lincoln wheat penny series is one of the most beloved and collected coin series in the United States. First introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it has captivated generations with its timeless design. The obverse side features the iconic portrait of Lincoln himself, a symbol of leadership and perseverance. On the reverse, those famous wheat stalks curve gracefully around the words, 1 cent, evoking a sense of growth and prosperity that resonates deeply in American culture. Now, let's zero in on 1953. The early 1950s were a time of change and optimism in America. The country was recovering and booming after the hardships of World War II. The Lincoln wheat penny of 1953 was minted at 3 different facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can identify where your penny came from by looking at the mint mark, a tiny letter just below the date. No letter means Philadelphia, D stands for Denver, and S indicates San Francisco. While millions of 1953 pennies were minted, the true value lies in the rarity and condition of these coins, especially those with clear and well-defined mint marks. Most coins from that era were heavily circulated, showing the wear and tear of decades of use. But sometimes, a rare gem emerges, one that looks almost as fresh as the day it was struck. These uncirculated coins, sometimes called mint state, have a brilliant luster and razor-sharp details that make collectors' hearts race. Another fascinating aspect of the 1953 penny is the occasional minting errors that can drastically boost its value. Errors such as double dies, where the image or lettering appears doubled due to a misaligned die, or repunched mint marks, where the mint mark appears stamped twice, are highly sought after by collectors. These quirks add an extra layer of uniqueness and intrigue, making these pennies stand out in any collection. So why is the 1953 Lincoln wheat penny with a mint mark so highly prized? Beyond the beautiful design and historic context, it's all about scarcity in top condition and the excitement that rare errors bring to the table. Serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar to complete their sets or acquire these unique pieces of history. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for: the value. While most 1953 pennies are modestly priced, one in pristine condition with a clear mint mark, and especially one exhibiting a rare minting error, can be worth an astounding $79,000. Yes, $79,000 for a single penny that's nearly 70 years old. That's the incredible world of coin collecting: a small piece of metal with a story, a history, and potentially life-changing value. So, next time you stumble upon a 1953 Lincoln wheat penny, take a moment to examine it carefully. Check that mint mark, look for any unusual details, and don't hesitate to get it professionally graded if it looks exceptional. Who knows? You could be holding a treasure worth far more than just 1 cent. Today, we're focusing on a classic piece of American numismatic history, the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny, especially those with a mint mark that can make all the difference between a common penny and a valuable treasure. The Lincoln wheat penny has been a favorite among collectors for well over a century. Introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's centennial, this coin carries more than just monetary value. It's a piece of American heritage. The front proudly displays Lincoln's profile, symbolizing leadership, perseverance, and hope. The back features 2 wheat stalks, which represent the nation's agricultural roots and growth. This design remained unchanged until 1958, making these coins some of the most iconic and widely collected in U.S. history. Now, let's turn our attention to the year 1954. America was in the middle of a post-war boom, with the economy flourishing and optimism spreading across the nation. The 1954 Lincoln wheat penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You'll notice the tiny mint mark right below the date on the front of the coin: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mark for Philadelphia. This small letter can have a huge impact on the coin's value, especially when paired with exceptional condition. While millions of these pennies were produced, the vast majority have been heavily circulated. They show the wear and tear of years spent in pockets, cash registers, and coin jars. But every so often, a rare gem emerges, an uncirculated coin that looks like it just came off the minting press, boasting sharp details, vibrant luster, and no signs of wear. These coins are incredibly rare and highly coveted by collectors. Beyond pristine condition, mint errors can make a 1954 penny even more valuable. Errors such as double dies, where the design elements appear to be doubled, or repunched mint marks, where the mint mark was struck more than once causing a shadow effect, are some of the fascinating quirks that collectors hunt for. These unique imperfections tell a story of the coin's creation and add a one-of-a-kind quality that makes them stand out. The 1954 Lincoln wheat penny with a mint mark, especially in uncirculated condition or with rare minting errors, has become a prized collectible. Serious collectors and investors alike recognize the value in these coins, not just for their historical significance but for their potential financial worth. So, how valuable can a 1954 Lincoln wheat penny with a mint mark really be? While most pennies from this year might be worth just a few cents or dollars, an exceptional example in mint condition and with a notable mint mark can fetch an astonishing $75,000, yes, $75,000 for a penny that started as just 1 cent. That's the amazing world of coin collecting. A tiny piece of history that can hold incredible value if you know what to look for. If you enjoyed this detailed look into the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin stories, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting for those hidden treasures in your change.